Greetings fam, if you're looking at the Dell OptiPlex 7050 Micro, i5-6500T, 16GB RAM, 256GB SSD, renewed, this is one of those super cheap, office-grade mini desktops that used to be business-class machines and now get repurposed for home use. But the real question is whether this older 6th-gen Intel system still holds up in 2026 or feels too outdated. Let's break it down properly. So this setup comes with an Intel Core i5-6500T, quad-core, up to 3.1 GHz, 16GB DDR4 RAM, and a 256GB SSD, which makes it a basic but still usable productivity machine. According to real-world usage and refurb listings, the OptiPlex 7050 Micro is designed for office workloads, browsing, document work, and light multitasking, and it can still run Windows 11 Pro in many renewed configurations despite its age. In real-world performance, this mini PC is actually still surprisingly usable for everyday tasks. With the SSD and 16GB RAM, it can handle web browsing and research, Microsoft Office, schoolwork, Zoom calls and light multitasking, streaming videos, including 1080p and some 4K playback, basic home or office workstation use. Users of similar OptiPlex 7050 units consistently report that it runs smooth for general productivity and light multitasking, especially compared to older HDD-based systems, with fast boot times and quiet operation in normal workloads. One of the biggest strengths of this system is actually its business-grade build quality and stability. Dell designed these for offices to run all day, so even though the CPU is older, the system is still reliable, quiet, and efficient for basic use. It's also very compact, meaning you can easily mount it behind a monitor and turn it into a clean minimalist desktop setup. Connectivity is another strong point for its size. Most OptiPlex 7050 Micro units include HDMI plus DisplayPort, dual monitor support, multiple USB ports, Ethernet LAN, optional Wi-Fi via adapter, depending on refurb kit. That makes it a solid option for dual monitor office setups or simple home workstations. Now for the honest reality check. This is where expectations matter a lot. The i5-6500T is a 6th-gen CPU, which means it is much slower than modern Ryzen or Intel 12th 15th gen chips. No modern AI acceleration or efficiency cores. Limited multitasking headroom under heavy load. Not suitable for gaming or creative workloads. Even though 16GB RAM helps a lot, the CPU is still the main bottleneck in 2026. It's fine for light tasks, but once you start pushing heavy multitasking or modern apps, you'll feel its age quickly. From real-world usage patterns, including home lab and refurbished PC users, this type of OptiPlex is usually best for checkmark basic office work and school tasks, checkmark web browsing and streaming, checkmark light home server or Linux use, checkmark cheap secondary PC or monitor workstation. But it's not ideal for crossmark gaming, even light modern games, crossmark video editing or creative work, crossmark heavy multitasking or long-term future-proof use. Some users even note that while it runs Windows 11, older 6th-gen CPUs are technically below Microsoft's official support list, meaning long-term OS support and updates can be limited or unofficial depending on setup. After breaking everything down, here's the verdict. The Dell OptiPlex 7050 Micro is absolutely worth it if you want a super cheap, reliable, compact desktop for basic tasks like browsing, office work, streaming, or a simple home office setup. It's a strong budget utility PC, and still very usable in 2026. But if you want smooth modern performance, multitasking power, or future-proofing, then newer mini PCs with Ryzen or Intel Core Ultra chips will feel dramatically faster and more capable.